Hello neighbor, this is Curt with etrailer. Today we're going to take a look at the Benton Shifts&Grins 4x carrier and see how it fits on our 2025 Toyota Sienna. Now if you watch this video and have some questions about it after, or if you decide to go with this bike carrier and you've got some experiences to share, go ahead and drop those in the comments below. We love to use those to help our other neighbors make the best decisions for themselves. Now if you've been looking for a 4-bike platform rack for your Toyota Sienna, something that can hold up to 55 pounds per bike, can accommodate a wide range of tire widths or wheelbases, and has the versatility of either being frame or wheel mounted, the Benton Shifts&Grins is a really good option for you. Now, as you can see, it does make a really wide footprint here behind the vehicle. When you have 4 bikes loaded up on here, you're really not going to be able to see much out of your rear view camera. So the first thing we're going to take a look at is seeing just how this does fit and how much of a footprint it leaves behind our bumper. And this is going to leave about 55.5 inches coming off the back of the bumper. So be very, very mindful when you need to parallel park or you need to back into a tighter space. There's an awful lot of rack back here filling up that area. We're going to take a look at the ground clearance too. The ground clearance to this rubber stopper knob here is about 15.5 inches. And why that may sound like quite a bit, keep in mind that this is protruding, again, very, very far out from the vehicle. So any of those steep inclines or steeper driveways you may come across, you really do want to be conscious of that ground clearance back there. The other thing we like to take a look at is just how is it going to fit as far as having a bike and the back of the vehicle. Now, this is one of the larger bikes that we have. The handlebars are at around 15 inches. It's got some bigger pedals, and as you can see, there's plenty of room back here. Even if we get into a really bumpy road, we're really not in any danger of the pedals hitting the back of the vehicle or the handlebars going through that back window right there. And one of the really common questions that we always get when it comes to a platform rack is, will I get access to my liftgate? The answer is, unfortunately, not. Because of how low this hitch is and how far out this bike rack comes, it does not lower far enough to tilt the bike away in order to get the liftgate open. We tried it just now, and it doesn't even make it past the pedals. So you are going to have to use the side doors of your Sienna to get in and out of the back if you have any cargo in there, unfortunately. But this is still going to be an excellent option as far as being able to carry that big wide variety of bikes that you might have. So as far as how it mounts the bike, there are like 3 contact points. We've got a ratcheting wheel strap on each wheel, and we have this ratcheting arm and hook system that we can actually change. So if you have a bike with fenders and you wanted to make it into a frame mount, all you need to do is remove the hook and tighten it back down into place over here on our frame. Now, if you've got a custom paint job on your bike or you have a carbon fiber frame, that is where we're really going to want to mainly use the wheel mount for it, just like that. Now, removing a bike from a 4-bike carrier can be a bit of a challenge. It's easier as you get further away, but we're going to show you how we do it right here. We're going to release our wheel straps first. Then we're going to hold the bike upright. I like to kind of stand right in here. Again, it's a little bit awkward doing this. We're going to go ahead and get the hook all the way clear of the wheel. And then we're going to go ahead and lift our bike off and put it in storage, hit the trail, wherever we're heading with it at the moment. So it's probably not going to be something that you want to be taking in and out of the hitch whenever you're traveling around without your bike. So it does have a stowaway position. We're going to use that same button. It has a handle here to help us lift because, again, it's pretty heavy. And we're going to tilt it up until it clicks into place. Now we have it upright in our stowed position. Now we've reduced that footprint in the back pretty significantly. We went from about 55 inches down to just over 17. So big reduction in that. That's really going to help us out with, again, getting into those tighter spaces and things like that. However, we're going to have some pretty significant blockage back here. The license plate is going to be blocked. We're definitely going to have our rear view camera blocked. Our taillights actually on the Sienna are actually pretty visible. So other drivers on the road should have an easy time seeing you, and just keeps everybody that much safer. Now, if it were me and I wasn't constantly riding around with 4 bikes, there might be times where I just need 1 or 2 bikes back here. Rather than riding around with the 4-bike carrier in the stowaway position, I'm actually think that I would remove the extension on it, making it a 2-bike carrier. And the way you're going to do that is with this U-clip here that we could pull out, this U-shaped pin and clip. And then we have a knob down here that we're going to loosen. And once we've got that loose, we can go ahead and remove it. Now with this removed, I could store it in my garage. I might have room to store it in the back of the vehicle. But really, the overall idea is going to be that so that if I don't need to be carrying around 4 bikes, I could simply use the 2-bike carrier without removing it from the hitch. Now, this is a much more safe position out on the road. I've got much better visibility of my license plate. I'll have much better visibility out of my rear view camera. And it's really taking up the same length beyond the bumper that the 4-bike did when it's up in that stowed position. So overall, I think this is an excellent choice for anybody that needs a bike carrier that's going to be versatile enough to hold a variety of bikes while you're out on your trip. I'm Curt with eTrailer. Thanks for stopping by.